Hey, it's Coach Kyra, and I'm so excited to get to connect with you. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to get a better understanding of who I am and what we're doing. So let me get my screen shared with you, and let's talk about it over here. Again, my name is Coach Kyra, and I am here to make this your last stop for all things fat loss and fitness. Selfishly, I want to teach you everything that you need to know in order to reclaim your body and reclaim your health so that you can teach somebody else. If you've been a part of the diet industry or have suffered from the tactics of the diet industry in your lifetime, you understand that there are ploys and plots to keep you confused about your body and how it works. I'm here to make sure that this is your last time starting a fat loss journey. So let's talk about how. First things first, I'm Kyra. I'm the owner of KWNFIT LLC. I'm a certified nutrition coach, certified personal trainer, certified yoga instructor, I have my master's degree in education. So that's what this is all about, teaching you what you need to know to make this your last time. I have 9 years of coaching, fitness, and health experience. I'm the lead nutrition coach at my boxing gym here in Washington, D.C., and I'm also an amateur fighter here in Washington, D.C. My personal story is what you see. I have successfully completed a 100-pound body transformation, and I'm here to teach you how to do the same or even better. But here's the thing. I really want to start with an emotional connection to you. I understand what you're going through, having personally gone through it. I remember I started my journey, and I get this question all the time. What made you decide that this was going to be your last time? What motivated you to make this your last time? I looked in the mirror and these pictures, I looked in the mirror and I decided, you know what? This doesn't have to be my stopping place. I know that I've been confused. I know that I've failed in the past and I've had so much misinformation and I've tried all these supplements and I've done all these diets, but I was tired of starting over and I just wanted my health back. I just wanted to feel like myself again. And I know that deeply resonates with you if you're watching this video. So now, after successfully completing my journey, understanding and deeply getting to the root causes of what causes fat gain, what causes weight regain, and how we can reclaim our bodies from these industries, finally get it. And I coach women all over the world, from South Africa to India to the UK to Nigeria to Jamaica to the Bahamas to Canada. And here in the US, my clients are everywhere. And we're proving that what we're learning actually works. Here are some examples of some folks that I've had the opportunity to work with. Here are Sonia and Dawn. They're down from almost 300 or even over 300 pounds. And here's what they had to say. I appreciate you, Coach Kyra. I've learned so much from you. I'm feeling good. I've been staying consistent. When life is happening, I don't freak out. I just pivot and make adjustments as needed. That's growth. Here's the beautiful thing about Sonia. You'll meet her. I still work with Sonia. She'll be on the group calls that you'll get to connect with her there. Dawn says, this is my life now. I'm really close to my parents and we talk about everything, but we never talk about my weight. Last week, I took my parents to the grocery store. My dad stopped me and said he could tell something was working. This brought tears to my eyes. I don't want my parents to worry about me and my health as they age. I want them to know I can take care of them. And these are some of the transformational stories that we're receiving, like Kelsey and Ashley, full body transformations, and they're still going. I can honestly say I never see myself going back. I'm dropping weight fast, and a friend pointed out that even my feet are shrinking, right? So these are just some of the examples and so many more stories of women who have finally found the place where they can not only get the results that they've been looking for, but keep their results. Here are some examples. Yesterday, during my doctor's visit, my doctor was astonished at my 20-pound weight loss. She asked me twice if I did it naturally because she couldn't believe the difference she saw. I used all my teeth to smile. These are the stories of women who are actually on this journey, people who you'll actually meet, and stories that you'll actually hear in real life, and hopefully stories that you'll get to replicate as well. When we connect, I'm going to ask you about your story. I want to know why now is a good time to introduce somebody like me to your life. When we think about coaching accountability and having some support and having some direction, what makes now a great time to do this and what makes waiting a really bad idea? So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about your goals, what you're working toward, and why it's been difficult to reach those goals, and get you some clarity when it comes to what you're pursuing. We'll talk about your biggest problem, what stopped you from succeeding, and we'll ask, why might you need coaching help? I think this is what I really want to get to the bottom of when we have our conversation, is whether or not a coaching relationship is right for you, right? So I want you to be thinking about this and chewing on this before our next conversation so that when we have our checkpoint, we can really talk about what makes coaching the difference. All these clients whose stories you'll get to hear, and what made coaching the difference for you when you decided to start your journey for the last time. Here's the thing, that one thing that makes coaching a little bit different from things that you've tried in the past. First is Education and clarity. Like I mentioned, I'm a former educator. I taught, have my master's degree in education. And what I really want you to get to the bottom of is understanding how your body works so that you don't have to do this again. Education and clarity gets you to the place where you're an expert in your body. And that's what I want you to leave me with. Sustainability and enjoyment. The thing about the diets that we've tried in the past is that they've been unsustainable and they've been terrible, right? We haven't been able to enjoy our lives while we were dieting, which leads me into balance and flexibility. We have to have a healthy balance of being on track and being human. And those are the central components of what we'll start to talk about and what we'll start to uncover in our first few weeks together. And then finally is support and community. We can't do this in isolation. Every time we've tried to lose weight, our minds and our justifications start to get in the way and stop us from being successful. I've crafted a hand-picked community of women who are also on this journey with you to help you and support you along the way. But here, I have a little bit of bad news. Let's start with the bad news first. In-person personal training is expensive. If you've tried it before, you know this. Anywhere between $90 and $125 per session. When I first started my journey, I was training in person with my coach. He wanted $100 a session and he wanted me to see him 3 times a week. I did some math and I registered, oh, I'm paying this guy's mortgage, right? And so I realized that that price point was unsustainable for me. The same thing for weight loss surgery. You can absolutely do weight loss surgery or take the shots, get the injections, but here are a couple of problems that you're experiencing with that. 1, it's expensive. 2, it doesn't teach you what you need to know to maintain your results. The moment you get off of Ozempic or semaglutide drug, the moment you get off of Wegovy, the moment you recover from your surgery, you are going to be faced with the reality that you have not learned anything. And that is how you will replicate the failures that you've replicated in the past. On top of that, think about the recovery time for that. What are you doing to your body? Challenges and things that we still don't know about this stuff. We want to try and give it our due diligence to do this as naturally as possible because that's the way you learn and that's the way the results actually stick. And I want to pose this question to you, and I hope I don't offend you asking this question, right? But what have you paid in terms of time and in terms of resources and in terms of your self-confidence in not learning how to do this correctly? What have you given up when you refuse to learn how to do this correctly? Okay. And let's work together to try to correct that. Here's how. When you hire a coach, you stop spinning your wheels in confusion about what actually works for permanent body and health transformation. You stop feeling confused. You stop wasting your time, energy, and money on pills, potions, and procedures that never actually solve your problem, your lifestyle. You stop losing weight in isolation, fearful of judgment and shame from others because you failed yet again. And finally, you stop starting over by regaining everything that you lost. We're reversing all of this through coaching. And I have an insurance policy to ensure that you can approach this and feel confident in it. So let's talk about that. First things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How much does this cost, right? Your starting point will be $209 all the way up to $339, just depending on your specific needs. There are some packages as well, and we'll talk about what those packages are right here. So let's start from the top. The accelerated pathway is truly designed for people who have a medical reason or who have maybe 60 pounds or more to lose. The accelerated pathway is not for everybody. So if you don't fit into those 2 categories, scratch this out. This is not for you, okay? The Premier Pathway starts at $269 per month. It features bi-weekly one-on-one conversations plus bi-weekly small group conversations. So we'll connect every single week, which is really, really helpful because when you think about it, if I were to ask you, okay, this winter, I want for you to practice for a piano recital. You're going to perform in front of all of your neighbors. How often would you need to practice piano in order to perform and not embarrass yourself, right? This is the same thing between the Premier and the Basic, is how much attention and how much support and how much accountability do you need to actually make some progress. So we drop down to the basic level here, which includes bi-weekly check-ins. And from the Premier, most of my clients actually do end up dropping down to basic just because it's a little bit more sustainable. You've gotten some understanding under your belt, and this is where we stay and we hang out. And then finally, we have the budget package at $209 per month. All of these are upgrade, downgrade at any time after your 90-day trial period. All of these include a 30-day pause for any reason at all, and all of these are auto withdrawn. So if you have any questions, we'll certainly talk about this when we have our one-on-one connection. Finally, let me sweeten the deal for you a little bit. First things first, every package that you choose has a personalized workout and a personalized exercise daily movement routine. A 100% customized nutrition plan with calories, macros, strategy to hit these goals. An integrated food tracking and workout tracking system in my personal app. So I'm not going to send you an iCloud note or a Google document with your routines inside of it. No, we have a place where we now live that integrates into your smartphone. And we'll have weekly, monthly, or anytime coaching just based on the package you choose. We also have group accountability in our app, so you're never alone with weekly discussions and bi-weekly group calls, plus those small group calls that you'll have throughout the week as well. You'll have plenty of opportunities to learn in community, in classroom, if you will, with other women who are also walking this journey and might have similar lifestyles or similar life demands to you. And then here's my insurance policy. If you follow my instructions, hold yourself accountable, and do the work, and if you have no evidence of success after our first 90 days, I will coach you for free until you reach your goal. On top of that, I will give you 150% of your money back for wasting your time. We will put this in writing. That is how serious I am about getting you to your goals. It's personal to me, having personally experienced it, and it's personal to me, having personally experienced being on the receiving end of the tactics of the diet industry. This is personal. So it's my responsibility to uphold my end of the bargain, which says I will give you everything that you need to be successful, plus an insurance policy at 150% money back guarantee. If I can't help you, then I'll help you until I can. And then finally, what do we do now? First, we visualize your new life. Take yourself to that place where you've lost the weight, where you've kept it off, where you have healthy eating habits, you exercise every day, you're strength training, you're treating your body well, you're enjoying your life, and you finally feel like yourself again. Take yourself to that place, okay? That feel good place and the reasons why you started, right? And we'll come back to your why when we connect. I want you to first think about the subscription that's standing out to you. If you need to rewind the video, certainly do. So you just chew on that for a couple of days. Talk to whoever you need to talk to, spouse, caregiver, caretaker, fill in the blank, employer, fill in the blank, about whichever package that you're thinking about. Then we'll have our connection and I'll welcome you to the KWNFIT app. Once you get into the app, we'll spend our first couple of weeks really getting a deep understanding of who you are and what you're bringing to the table so that we can actually give you a strategy and a plan for you to immediately follow for immediate results, okay? And then that eating habits questionnaire is a part of your welcome package. It'll be the first thing that I send you, and you'll get that via email here in a couple of days. All that to say, I really do appreciate you making some time. I hope this video was helpful for an understanding and overview of what this is going to look like. If you have any additional questions, you have my phone number. You can text me at any time. You have my Instagram, and I look forward to welcoming you to KWNFIT. Thank you again for making some time for me. I hope this video was clear. I'll talk to you real soon.